All right, let's see. Class?
Yes.
Was there a no? Did I hear a no from over there? How dare you? Oh my goodness. Seriously, you need Jesus. All right. So now, since I know everyone in here is paying attention, no one has their earbuds in right now, right? Okay. No one does. Okay, good. So on this right here, as you guys keep working on this, I want you guys paying close attention to the notes. And if the tape comes around, great. But don't put all your effort into trying to tape on your cover and doing all that right now. Okay? Because you can keep taping your stuff in, or you can come in later do it, or yeah. Pay attention to notes, because if you get this wrong, you're no longer just going to get an F in my class. You're going to jail. Because we're doing taxes, and if you mess up on your taxes, you can go to jail. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Now, let's go over to example 1, because that's where we left off. It says, Angelo earned wages of $63,500 and received $18.50 in interest from a savings account, received $15,000 in winnings on a television game show, and contributed $7,800 to a tax-deferred savings plan. He is entitled to a standard deduction of $12,550. The interest on his home mortgage was $6,500. He paid $2,100 in property taxes and $1,855 in state taxes. He also contributed $3,000 to charity. Okay? We're going to calculate his gross income. What is gross income? Anyone recall? What do we say gross is? Before their taxes, right? It's gross how much they take out, isn't it? So, the money before. So we need to count up how much money we made. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to count up all of our earnings. So, for you people, you are on this slide, but we're going to go to the lines. To the lines to the right, because not everything's going to fit. Okay? I don't have lines. You guys have lines. So, off to the side, you're going to do these. So, we're going to calculate our earnings. How much was his wages? Very good. Anything else that he made? $1,850 from what? Interest or something like that? Okay. Did he get anything else?
He received 15,000.
15,000 from winnings, right? This is all his earnings. So what do you think I should do with all these? Very good. These are all referred to as earnings. Those are all my earnings. So, you're adding them up, right? Okay. I need everyone actively participating here and adding stuff up when I said to add them up, right? Where's your phone? I'll let you use my special. I 3D printed the NumWorks calculator. There you go, do it. It's too bright. Oh my goodness. All right, what did we come up with here? 80350. Now, what this is going to be, you're labeling this as my gross. This is my gross income. To get my gross, what did I do? I add up all my earnings. Very good. So to get the gross, I add up all my earnings. Okay? Now the next part of the question says, right here, determine his adjusted gross income. So now I'm going to go back to the vocabulary, adjusted gross income, okay, is figured by taking the income and subtracting a certain allowable amounts called adjustments. The untaxed portions of gross income include certain retirement accounts and tax-deferred savings plan, interest paid on student loans, and some self-employment costs. Okay? So, let's go back to the word problem. Back to the word problem. Let's try and find some adjustments. Do we have any adjustments? Yes. No. No. Right here, the tax deferred savings plan. So even that's almost adjustments. Okay. Retirement accounts and tax deferred savings plans. There it is right there. So it's an adjustment. Okay, I figured it out by subtracting it, so that is an adjustment. So this word problem here has an adjustment of 7,800. Is an adjustment so we have a $7,800 adjustment here. So because of that, I need to subtract, right? So I'm hoping we do some subtraction, some calculations. All right, Brian, what'd you get for this right here? You didn't do it yet? No, don't give him the answer. He doesn't learn anything by doing that. He's got a phone right there. He's just zoning out. Eight. Jonathan, what do we get? 72,000. There we go. And this is now going to be called my adjusted gross income. That is now my adjusted gross income. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go find the next part. It says determine his taxable income. Now, this is important because it says he's entitled to a standard deduction of this, and he actually has some itemized deductions also. So I want you to go back to this slide, which is slide number 6. Go to slide 6, where it says slide 6, and you're going to put a big or. You're going to put a big or, because you cannot use a standard deduction and an itemized deduction at the same time. It's one or the other. So go find that slide. Slide number 6, right? Good. You can't find it. A big or there. One that says determining taxable income. Okay. Put an or, because it's going to be either a standard deduction or an itemized deduction. You always select the greater. You always select Y-O-U, always select the greater amount. You always select the greater amount. What do you always do? Okay, that would be really good to have in your notes, wouldn't it? We're good to try and get people to write that down, but I don't know how many times we go through and I say, hey, did you write that down? No. Always select the greater amount. Because this is a deduction, so that means you pay less taxes. Why? You want to pay less taxes? Exactly, because that's what good investment is. Be a good steward with your money. Okay? Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Always select which one? Where'd you write that down at? Oh, okay. Go over there next to the slide. That's why I wanted it there. Okay? Did you always select the greater amount? Did you even write down? Always. Look at that. Good job. Okay. Always. Good. Now that means we have to compare amounts. So we are now going to slide number 11. Slide number 11 on your lines. We're going to compare because we have to look to see which one's greater. My standard deduction is $12,550. This is what was given to me in the word problem. And we're going to compare that to the itemized. We're going to talk about the itemized deduction. All right, so let's start looking at our itemized deduction. What is my first itemized deduction? Look at the word problem. 6,500? No, the 12,000 is the standard, okay? So was it 65 is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. 6,500. What's the next itemized deduction? 2,100. What is the next? 1855. Anything else? Yes. 3,000. Charity counts. And we're going to add together our itemized to compare which one is bigger. Lend to your friends and stuff. Are all the way at 11. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, good. Yep, good. Still working on it? Good. Good. How dare you not do this yet? Calculate it. Good. All right, so we're going to end up with a value of 13,000. Is it 455? Okay, so which one do we choose? We always choose the greater. So that means we're going to choose this one over here, right? Good. So you always choose the greater deduction. So we have to compare these, and that's why the taxes get complicated. Because you have math to do before you could even do the math. 13,455. Let's go back to that list of stuff we were doing. And those right there, I'm going to take those away. So 13,455. These are my deductions. There's my deductions. All right. What do we come up with afterwards? 59095. You guys agree? Okay, good. This right here is now going to be referred to as my taxable. That is my taxable income. So we can go through and be like, hey, how do we get our taxable income? Oh, you take your adjusted gross and you subtract your deductions. Oh, how did we get our adjusted gross? Okay, we had our gross income by adding up all my earnings and subtract my adjustments. It's almost like a flow chart, like giving you all the information. Does that make sense now? Hopefully, yeah. Okay, hopefully this should be pretty easy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave off, I think this is it, I'm leaving off on, yeah. So I'm going to leave off, and we're going to pick this one up here on Tuesday. We're going to pick this up on Tuesday and going over this stuff. So now, does anyone have any problems with some of the stuff from 8.1? Because 8.1 is due today. Yes? Okay, so let's bring those up. We could use the rest of the time to try and finish the homework. Okay, make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Support my channel.